Okay. Hey, everybody. I remembered to shoot, I forgot something. Alright, hopefully everything is fine though. See, did I use the correct thing? Yes, I did. Got the pinned comment right there, locked and loaded. Alright. I think, finally, I decided to lower some of the stream settings, so I should ideally be able to finish everything, just complete all of it. Not complete all of it, should hopefully just not lag out. So that would be the goal here. Anyways, I was contemplating not bothering to stream, and it's gonna see if that was even a good idea. I don't think they'll see the outline, so I'll probably just make it all white when I see it. That'll probably be the easiest thing to do for right now, make their pants all white, because they're gonna see it kind of like this. So yeah, I think it's fine if I just do that instead of the outline and save a bit more time. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so now it's gonna go from here. Right now I'm animating the fishing hook going into the... Is this the right layer? I think it is. Alright. Said hi. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw that coming towards him. Then let's also draw his legs. Yeah, there's not too much of a difference, so it should be good like that. Alright, so let's keep it going. I think I'm gonna draw the fishing line going through to him, so we're gonna do that. And let's just keep it kind of like this for right now. Like he's being jerked forward a little bit. Let's keep it kind of like this. This creature, he's not gonna really have too much of a visible amount, this dragon here. Shouldn't be too much of an issue to draw it though. I could just go ahead and add a black outline to it. Alright, so alright, so that's good. Let's keep it going and go to about here. Gotta make sure that it stays over this. And wait, where's the other thing? Oh, there it is. Okay. Just make sure that connects. I recently gave a show called Yellow Jackets a try to see if it's any good, because I look for shows that I haven't seen before just to see if they're any good, and I gave the show 2 tries and it just wasn't for me. It was kind of, I want to say boring, because that's the accurate word for it, but they didn't have anything that was boring. It just felt that way. So it's kind of hard to describe. There's stuff happening that seems interesting, but it's not really giving you the feelings that it should, you know. So yeah, it's not really my cup of tea, I guess. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Yellow Jackets. I actually recorded some voiceover for my thoughts on Hasbin Hotel, and I'm actually going to make a little animation of it. I want to finish this animation first since I'm so close to it, and there's a deadline to this one. There is kind of a deadline to the other one too, because, like, excuse me, it's just gonna be weird after a while to post it. But want to finish this one first though, because it was just so intriguing. So that's good. Let's see. So let's make sure the line is straight there and right in between there, and perfecto. And that's fine. I think that's about good. Let's see how the 10 moves. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so yep, just flinging him all over. Just have the legs to work it. I feel like switching to the black stuff. Alright. Feel like switching to the black legs. I was wondering what that was. Alright, so anyways, let's go ahead and do that. Now he's wearing like bell bottom pants. I think that's what they call them. I'm not certain, but something like that. So let's add this and this, because that would be much. This part right here would have been much more difficult to do if I just used the white outline. Would have had to come by and do it over again with the black outline. So it's much easier to just do it with this from the get-go. Alright, so we got one leg like that. Let's have it go kind of like a run-in motion for now. Alright, so like that, and then this one can go kind of like this. And then let's have it like kind of stretched out in the front. He's not gonna land though. It's just him anticipating the landing. So let's go kind of like that. Can you draw a dinosaur? Yeah, sure can. Alright, let's go over to the drawing section, like so, and draw that dinosaur. Alright, so we got the third layer right here, and let's do it right now. Alright, so let's go. Alright, so let's do the head first. That looks like a Brachiosaurus. I'm not going to do anything like too complicated since I like to do it in like 5 minutes or less. So I'm just gonna do this. Let's add a mouth to him. Alright, that's good. Let's keep it going and give a nice long neck to him. Or her. I'm not going to like draw like the parts, you know. But let's do that. I just woke up from a nap. Hope you had a nice nap, Maddie too. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so right now I am drawing a dinosaur. I don't like the placement of this leg. Let's lower it just a tad and go to about here. Alright, so this leg is still a bit too thin, but I'll fix it later if I have the time. So right now 1 minute has passed. So I think I definitely will have the time to like fix the leg. So let's actually have the neck go down to here. Let's have the body go to about here. Boom, bam. Let's go like so. Let's go ahead and just improve this leg right now by making it nice and thick. Let's go to about here. Do another leg like so. Sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I didn't show up to the last one. No worries. It's all good. Alright, so we got this right here. Let's also add... I'm also working on like a turtle animation. So I'm working like 4 animations right now, but I'm focusing on the ones done by my friend Maddie Chu. Alright, so we got this one right here. Since I already think I did past the deadline for the other one, I'm gonna just quickly make the Has-Been Hotel animation, and then I'll get back to it. Alright, so actually got 2 minutes left for this one, so I'm gonna have enough time to color, do all the good stuff. So got that. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. Let's control that. Press E. Do that. Alright, let's zoom right on into those big old eyes. Do that. Up the brush size to about 5. And do this. It's about good. Let's lower that back down to 3 and get a nice proper color going for him. Let's go to white, then this. See how that would look? Not quite. That's better. Make this side darker because it's further away. It's not really logical, but it's a process. Alright, so got exactly 2 more minutes left now. So let's focus on like more of the detail. Got 3 legs right now. By the way, you can comment as many suggestions as you want on what you want me to draw, and I will do them. Alright, so let's do this, this, and this. Just woke up, I can't think of anything to draw right now. Just say like any animal. I know how a bunch of animals look by heart. Welcome to the stream, Angela. Oh, I guess I welcomed you already, but I'm glad you think it's fire. Alright, so there we go. I got all of that. I got 30 seconds left, but I think it looks perfect like this. So thank you for the suggestion, Angela, and welcome to the stream, Patal. Alright, so I am glad to see. Let me see. A N G E O. All right, so thank you for the suggestion. I think this looks pretty good like that, as you can see. All right, so say any suggestion and I will do it. But as of right now, I'm gonna head back to the animation software. All right, so got that right here. Just gonna do this and. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Patar. So we got this, and then let's have the legs go kind of like this. Now I can color him in. All right, so let's do all of them white pants. This guy's wearing like disco bell bottom type stuff. That would be a good way to like animate him permanently. By the way, I lowered the frame rate in hopes of it not crashing, making the stream like not crash as often. No idea if it will work though, but hopefully. Here's a second. Balinese cat, long-haired Siamese cat. Type of cat like cat wasabi is. Alright. Balinese. Alright, let me just finish coloring these parts. Like, I have an idea on how that looks like. I'll just go ahead and just get like a quick reference photo of that one. Alright, so let me see. Let's get this. And that is the coloring for that. And I think I'm gonna have like some werewolves on the streets for this one, and yeah, that's looking good so far. All right, so anyways, let's see what is that then. So let's do that. All right, so Balinese cat. So that. Do this. Oh, that is completely different from what I thought it was. Alright, let's get to it. So where was I? Here it is. Alright, so let's do the head first. Alright, and go. So let's do this. Now we got like the top upper lip of the cat done. Let's go ahead and do the mouth part, which is something kind of like that. Let's actually bring back the white here, the white color for now. Just add that. It can't be seen for right now, but it will blend in a tad better. Alright, so got that. Let's go ahead and move this up to here. I should have done the whiskers later in hindsight, but that's fine. This is learning experience. And so we got that. Let's go ahead and do this. And so let's do this, that. But yeah, I usually don't use references, but this time, since I wasn't entirely sure how that cat looked, I did it. Because the cat that I had in mind was actually a black and white cat, just like this one. But the cat was mostly black rather than mostly white. Alright, so we got this. Let's do that. This eye is blue, so I must remember that. Let's actually add on the fur right now. Just a bit of it. Alright, so got that. Let's make this one a little darker. And I started at 18, so I got 3 more minutes left. So we're gonna do that. Put this in for this color, and then let's go ahead and add the blue to it. Cat wasabi is a meal. Alright, that's cool. Alright, so we got this. Let's go ahead and add zip. Actually, that would look better here. This kind of looks like an Asian cat that I've seen in some cartoons. I want to say it was in something like that. I think it was the cat that crazy grandma was in. All right, so those cookie cats that you see in some Asian restaurants. I don't know how to describe them. I made the ears too small, but I'm kind of digging it, so I'm gonna just let it stay like that. Right, so I'm gonna do that. Alright, so we only got 1 minute left. Alright. Gonna be a quick body to do. So we're gonna just storm sit him. Goodness gracious. Right, so do this. How'd that work? Spend all the work on the head, but none on the body. Alright, so let's do that. It's more of a brown shades and tan. Oh, okay. So let's do this. Can't really see that symbol very well, Petard Boy. Oh, by the way, Matty True, that's Petard Boy. Usually I make cattails curvy, but I think it's fine if it's this way. Oh, goodness gracious. And, it seems like I'm out of time for this one. Let's just go over time and I could just do a quick color. Stuff recency's along here, cat. Alright. Where is the opening to this? I know it's not that. I'll just go ahead and patch it now, though. Let's see. Fellas, it's 1 pixel and it's partially covered. Yet I'm willing to bet that this is the issue. Let me just, in case it's that Arterton, let me just all the way through. 1 dot. And click. Oh, it's something else. Okay. I would have been so angry if it was that. Sup, Nanny? Welcome to the stream. I don't know who that is. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, it's just gonna have to stay like this. I don't know why. Oh, let me just lower in the tolerance. So annoying. I've had that happen before. Alright, tolerance lowered. Everything is better now. Alright. I'm just gonna add this to it. And hopefully the stream isn't lagging too much. Sup, Dandy? Welcome to the stream. Alright, thank you for the suggestion, Maddie. It spent a little longer than but a little longer than expected. Goodness, this cat is huge. Alright. But yeah, like, it's much faster for me to draw, like, without a reference. Alright, so let's get back to the animation for now. Then we can go back to whichever one it was. I think now I should go to, like, a close-up of Caleb just throwing down, like, some kind of text, or maybe... I think the text would be better. The thumbtack. Alright, so I like how that looks, so I think I can probably fully erase. Alright, maybe I can use this. Alright, so let's actually copy this one here. But I'm gonna make it smaller. Excuse me. Alright, so let's go to here at the end. Alright, so let's see. Alright, let me just move this on over. You can't see it. Can make a pink monkey on the moon, please? Sure, Tim. Alright, let's go back on over to this drawing software. And let's do the pink monkey on the moon. Alright, so let's draw the moon first or the pink monkey. Alright, I feel like the pink monkey is where it's at. Alright, so. But yeah, this one should be relatively easy. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do this. A nice monkey. Let's actually make him smile just a bit. Alright, so let's do that. Let's add the nostrils for said monkey. Let's see. Actually, monkey nostrils don't look like that, but it's fine. So we're gonna do this. Let's also add some of the eyes to him. Let's do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Right. Can you make a palm tree? Yeah, I'll do it after I finish the monkey on the moon. Alright, so let's do this. Let's add a nice ear to it. Alright, so let's make this secondary color white again, because I'm gonna need it. I started this at 28:30, believe, on my screen, so it should be not too much time left. I got just about 3 minutes. So let's do that, and let's actually have the monkey go kind of like this. Let's have his arm go kind of limp and curved. Our monkey arms, they're a lot longer than human arms, so just gonna do this, this, and this. It's gonna make this a cartoony monkey just to save a bit of time. So we're gonna do this and just add some of the fur like so. Then I'm gonna have like the moon be on it like this. Actually, not quite. Let's do it kind of like this. Right, that's fine. Let's actually move this over. So I'm gonna need slightly more room. Right. Right, so let's do that. Let's actually do a bit more of the monkey's like body. So let's do this. Let's have a nice little bear belly for this ape companion. Let's do this. This nice little bit of fingers action here. Just like so. Add that to this. And how about the fortune teller fox with one of those crystal balls? Alright, that is easy to do. Sup, H Green, welcome to the stream. Alright, so first I'm gonna make palm tree suggestion, and since I already like made one for you, and then I'm gonna do your one. But yeah, welcome to the stream, H Green. Alright, so I'm gonna do this, and what was the time? Alright, I don't know. Alright, I'm just gonna keep it going. I'm just gonna go like into extra time for this one. Right. So Charlie Paul, this game has no effect in real life. Run over a puppy or a guy. Well, the puppy can bring more joy to people, but the human is inherently more useful. Even though I like dogs better than humans, I would save a human life rather than that of a puppy, because there's just so much more potential to one. Alright, so that is just my opinion though. Some of you might not share it, but that's mine. So it's that. Okay, so got this. Let's just add a nice little fishing hook, so it's kind of like that logo from DreamWorks. You know, with that boy on the moon fishing. I always like how the DreamWorks movies, some of them, they actually change up the logo, so instead of it being the boy on the moon, it's X character on the moon. I really like the home one where the aliens abducted the guy and then replaced him with one of their own. Home is a good movie. People hate it, but I think it's unjustified hate. Alright, let me just get this moon a nice little yellowish color. Let's get this ape, his fingers, a nice little human skinish color. And then we're gonna do pink. People in the chat can do it too. Anyone? Alright. So we got this. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna do the nice pink fur on this fella. Just make it nice and pink. Nice. Oh, this is purple. Not quite. Alright, there we go. That's the one. That's the ticket. Alright, so. And that is also Angel's suggestion. So let's go ahead and do that again. Says copy, paste, and there we go. Alright, now for Tar Boy suggestion, which is a palm tree. Should be an easy one. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm making these way too big, so let's try to zoom in on this one. Right, but it seems like the 20 frame stream is at least not lagging anywhere near as much. So let's do that. So let's do the palm tree. If they have time to make it complex, why not? Alright, so 35, let's do this. So let's do a nice little, not sure the proper term for this, concave. So let's do this. I should actually make it a little, goodness gracious. Alright, that should be good. Let's do it kind of like so. Alright, so that's good. Let's actually add a couple of the leaves here. Alright, so let's do this. Let's do this. Just gonna add like just some leaves here, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the wood. Alright, it's important to like try to make this wood right here like concave too. Actually, let's do it in just a tad. Alright, so trying to like make it go kind of like this. Then I'm gonna fill it in a little bit better. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so that's good. Let's get some brown in here. Let's make it a little bit more yellow, like so. Alright, boom. Let's do this. From the palm trees that I've seen, they were kind of similar to this in texture, kind of like cup stacked on each other. Which is quite interesting. Let's see. So that's pretty good. And let's do a little bit more of these. And see, they didn't have like too much leaves from what I've seen. So we're just gonna do something kind of similar to this. And that, and let's just add a little something here for these to attach to. Let's make this green, but not too green, kind of like a yellowish green. Alright, so that's good, good. Let's make this a bit more like this color. I actually think this part here of the tree is a bit furry, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. Got to go. Good night for the rest of you. Alright, good night, Angela. Hope you have a nice night. Alright, so I'm gonna actually add some coconuts to this. So let's just add like some like there. That's good. Then let's make the coconuts a tad yellow. Some yellow accent to it. Coconuts are usually brown, but I don't want it to blend in too much with the tree. So there we go. Got petard orange right here. Just about done. So we got that. Thank you for this, Justin Petard. So P-T-A-H. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a Maddie Tools one, which was a fortune teller fox with one of those crystal balls. So let's do that right now. Let's do it over here. Oh, I'm done. Done with what, my dude? Alright, so let's do this. Let's do the fox. Let's do something kind of like this. That doesn't look quite right. There we go. That's better. And let's also add some of the nice big fox ears, like so, and like so. And let's actually make the tips of it black and add a little something here and here. I'll add like the hats if I can. We're gonna add just regular fingers to this one. Actually, I should use the eraser, not eraser, but a shape tool. So let's make a circle here. Alright, that's good. Let's go ahead and do a finger right here. Another finger. And the last one can go here. Let's do the same for this side, except let's actually have it go through with this one. And so, got 3 fingers here. Alright, so 3 minutes left too, so that is good. And I plan on making these, let's make these this one. Alright, so let's make these gray. Yeah, so excited being nearly done with an animation. I've only done one all year, and now I'm almost completing one. I have a really short one in mind, so that should be done pretty soon too. So that is pretty good. So excited about that. Right, so we got this. Let's do that. Let's just add some robes to him. To her. Let's make this a lady fortune teller. Right, so let's do that. With the robe, kind of like so. And like so. It seems my head is hurting. Alright, so anyways, okay. You know what? That's odd, so I'm just gonna take some I don't know, just in case. Oh, pardon me for a bit. Okay. Alright. I am back. But yeah, I'm so glad that I managed to get 9 likes. That is awesome. Alright, so since I took a break, I'm not gonna bother counting the 10 as a 5-minute farm. So I'm just gonna spend some extra time with this one. Excuse me. I feeling she would maybe be a villain. Yeah, I think so too. Let's use a slightly Alright, this is kind of purple. Maybe make it a tad darker. Alright, that's good. And let's just make this part on the inside nice and dark. Alright, there we go. Alright, those eyes just don't look right. So I'm actually gonna make them purple. Like purple is all heck, and then do this. Just to like stylize the wolf or the fox a little bit. So let's do that. Nice crystal ball. Let's add a little something down there. Make it that color. Let's add some white to it. There we go. Now I got a crystal ball. The ball is curious. So like to tell in your future and trap you in the ball. Yeah, most likely. That reminds me of the Nate Wants to Battle song called Phantom, where he, in the video version, he trapped that guy inside of the, he trapped him. I forgot what it was he trapped him in, but he trapped him. And apparently that guy is the voice of Steven Universe, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so I think this is good. Right, so let's do that. Right, know that video. Yeah, it was a nice video. A really enjoyable song by Nate. Alright, so we got this. Alright, so this stream. Does this really fill Moonlake? I don't really know. It will do. Alright, so anyways, got a pink monkey on the moon. We got a, what do they call it? A palm tree. Got a cool looking fox. So let's actually do something else with it. See how that looks. Let's just add just a tad bit of extra detail. It's hardly detail that matters, but something interesting. And I figure it would probably just add on to the lore of it just a tad more. So let's do that and do this. It's not much, but it's a nice little detail. So, alright, so let's see. I believe that's about it there. So let's go ahead and let's save actually. Alright. Now, any suggestions are welcome. But let's head back to the animation. Right, so I believe this is after the fella got got. Why is that even there? Alright, just get rid of that. Alright, so. But yeah, I think right here would be the part where that needs to happen. So let's go there and actually reduce this. Since she's a girl, you should give her eyeshadow and eyelashes. Alright. So let's go to here. And so Here we have the eyelashes. Let's actually make them tads. Actually, let's make them bigger. That would be cool. So let's do this. Wasn't gonna make it smaller, but bigger would work better in this case. And then let's add some of the eyeshadow. And so let's do this. And then a little bit of this. I like that look. It looks really great. It kind of low-key ages her a bit. Like now I get the vibes that this is like a 60-year-old fox. Oh, it worked. Alright. I wonder. Let's actually let's raise the opacity a bit. I want to see like, hey, would this look good? Like white sides to it. And no. Foxes, they usually have those white stuff at the sides, but I don't really think so. More menacing and evil, and sassy and sly. Most definitely. Okay. Since I forgot to do it for literally everything here, let's just go ahead and fix that. Let's add the shine to everything. Just a nice little shine here and here. So increase this. Make the shine nice here too. Okay, there we go. Just adds a nice touch to them. Even though it's gonna be difficult work animating, I feel like I'm still gonna do that in like my web series, Cryptic Adventures of Chloe and Caleb. And let's see. I think that is looking pretty good so far. But yeah, I have some thoughts on Has Been Hotel, and I recorded it, and I'm gonna actually put it into a video, and for the background I'm actually going to record myself animating a different animation that I plan on making about Has Been Hotel. It should be exactly 1.5 seconds long, so I expect to get it out maybe in a week, hopefully sooner, because I'm going to try my best to make the characters look exactly like the characters, which to say is very difficult, since like the characters look like the characters, and this is usually my style, or this usually something kind of spooky like this. Right, so let's see. And so we got way more canvas to do, so that's good. I'll totally keep that fox. Up more of my OC standards, make a new villain OC out of her. Sounds good. You can feel free to use that fox if you like, Maddie Joe. It could be kind of like a shared OC. You can design like how C looks at like the upper half, and then you could design how C looks in like the lower half, or like change everything if you like. Pretty cool. Alright, so we got all of this right here. I feel like 4 fingers is good, even though it looks like 3, the thumbs are hidden. I am new. Welcome, new. Hi, I'm Invasion. Welcome to the stream. So, Yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm showing off some of the creations I made in 5 minutes or less. Some of them I went over 5 minutes. So just say anything in the chat, and I will do my best to draw it in 5 minutes. That's all. Right now I did a fortune telling fox. I did a palm tree, monkey on the moon. Even though this guy, he looks like a banana. The moon, not the monkey, but it worked. Also this sesame cat. It's not a Siamese cat. It's some other thing, but something that started with an S. All right. Anyways, and Brachiosaurus, which is a kind of dinosaur. And last stream, or like 2 streams ago, I did this, which is Mandy choose OC, which stands for original character, a crackhead version of Sonic, and I also did this drawing of a bunny in 1 minute, and this one in 5 minutes. Then this unknown Pokemon right here. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to animating. So let's go ahead and get back to that. So I think I chopped it at just the right part. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's see, do I need to cut it? I don't think so, because it will just attach again. So let's do that. Let's move this here, and let's actually go to here and go about here. Alright, looking like that is awesome. And so we got this. Suppose I'm not really gonna need the dragon layer, but I could probably use it for something. I could probably draw the werewolves on that line. That could work. Alright, so let's just do that. Decrease it by just that much. And I could actually just reuse this exactly. So let's do this, do that, and then put it down here. So like right here should be good. Alright, this stream's on a bit too quiet. So let's do that and move it ahead a tad. Alright, I think that works. But yeah, 20 frames per second is making the stream last a lot longer, because I've been having so many freaking crashing issues. Like, my goodness, you would not believe. Alright, so let's see. Don't think I'm gonna need any tin for that, so let's just X that out, cut that out. Alright. You can't really see it, but I'm cutting out a tin right here. There we go. And let's see, what's this right here? I'm not sure if... Oh, I've overextended it. No matter. Let's just go ahead and move this down just a tad. Let's go to about right there. Then let's just hold on to the shot just a tad. Alright, there we go. And let's head back on it. And how many FPS do you use on your animations? I use 24. The current stream right now is 20 frames per second. Because I had to reduce it, because I kept on crashing so much. Alright, so just gonna do this. Yeah, I used 24. And let's go down to here. And so I think that should be good. And so let's actually, yeah, I can, yeah, let's just do this. Right, let's increase the size of the brush to about, I think that was the number. I read it down. I wrote it down. I only used 12 FPS on mine. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so let's see, 3.94. I just need to up it by just a tad. It's always difficult to get the exact brush size. You know what? Let's just see if I can do it manually. 3.94. I've been trying to do it manually so often. One can just type it in. Goodness gracious. Really do learn the things new. Alright, so that's good. Let's have this here. So let's actually rewind this so I can see how that looks. Alright. Liking this animation so far, by the way. I am glad to hear that. These take such a while to make. Alright, so got that. Let's add the nails. So gonna do this. Gonna do this. So that's about good. Alright, so let's do that. Outer Wilds, such a good game, such a good soundtrack. Alright, so let's see. I think I could get away with making the can look like that. And let's just add the pants. Oh, the pants. I'm not really hearing any music, so skip. Skip. Tired of that one. That song. I like the song. Alright, let's put it back to the beginning and making animation map parts are a great way to practice animations since they're short parts of a song. And this, doing it for a while. Yeah. Yeah, it's been fun doing that. It does seem to help me get back into animating. I haven't animated. I've only animated once this year, and that was for my 7,000 subscribers special. It would be awesome if I could hit like 8,000 before the year is over, but that's wishful thinking, especially for not animating like at all, in spite of being an animator. But yeah, that would be fun to do. Alright, let's go ahead and do this and make it white, and the way that plan looks is fine like that. Let's actually erase this. Looks like Herobrine. Only some of you will realize that reference. Anyways, let's just do that since it's already filled in with white. And this is... So that's good. Let's actually do a couple of them. Looks like Caleb is flying. Yeah, he is. He got caught by a dragon. Or he caught a dragon. Here's a zoomed in version. I can actually delete like these two right here, so I don't think I'm gonna show him again like that, so I think I can get away with just going ahead and bopping that raid away. Oh, I actually forgot. I need to have Chloe there. Right. Oh, but yeah, that dragon is just Ragdoll and Caleb all about. Well, the string is just attached to it and the mount is invisible. I was thinking about just adding just a little like cut of a mount like that, but doesn't really make much sense. I mean, it could work, but eh. Alright, so let's see. That is good like that. This is good like this. So let's just copy. Already copied that. Let's just make it move. Alright, so let's do this. It's easier just to animate a whole new set of rules for that. Alright, so let's do this. This. Then a nice big one for the middle. And this one. So that's given a nice little vibe of movement with his hair poofs. Alright, so that's good. For a second, that wasn't responding. Alright, so let's do the new style. Let's do it kind of like this. Make it gray. You can find time to do those voice lines for you for your show. Alright. Just do it when you can. I'm actually focusing on like a couple different animations like right now, so There's no pressure on when you need to do it. And so we got that. Let's do this. These kind of look close enough to nails where I think they work. As well, like just right, like let's see. Oh, that's good. I'm sure folks will realize these are nails. Right. And so that should be good. Let's have some fallout there, this here, this here, this here, this here. So that's good. That, and I'm literally seconds away from completing this. Not seconds, but you know what I mean. Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna bother having it cut back to Caleb on the dragon, so let's see. Did you see my recent YouTube short? I have not. YouTube, for some reason, it just doesn't recommend me like shorts, even though I'm subscribed to them. I usually check my subscriptions tab and I could see every video, but for some reason the shorts, they just don't work, I guess. Like, I do see shorts, but it always recommends me the same 8 shorts. And I know a lot of the channels I'm subscribed to, like, post shorts, but it doesn't recommend me them in order. Which is just so stupid. I don't know why YouTube, like, does this so often. Alright, so let's see, what do I want here? 50, alright, so 12 seconds, 12 frames of animation, which is exactly a few seconds, half a second actually. Alright, so let's do that. I should show the sheer scale of nails. I'll just drag this up. And you'll look at it when you can. Yeah, shorten. Alright, let me just take a look real quick. Oh, that is pretty cool. Made a cool animation of, like, it seems to be one of your OCs and the outline of another character. Like, that's epic. Wait a second, I did see this. What the heck? How the heck did I miss? Like, I saw the comments. I remember the comments. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I did see the video before. But yeah, that looks really good, Matty True. Right, so let me get back to the stream. But yeah, I really like that character. Like, let me actually look at it again. Yeah, I really like the wind/tail of it. But what I really enjoy are the legs, the nice, like, hind legs of it. I really like having, like, hind legs on a lot of my characters, too. Didn't you see your comment, the thing? Yeah, I didn't comment on it. But yeah, I did see it, though. No problemo, manager. So we got this. It isn't much nails, but something that's actually, I want to do a visual representation. Not really. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just grab this and erase that before I forget. And so let's just see how this would look in normal speed. But that's just a work in progress. Right now, I hope I can get it done. Oh, I know you will be able to, manager. And so that tin just stuttered on me, the animation. Let me just do a quick save real quick, in case I mess it up. But no. Alright, that's good. So I'm just gonna animate them werewolves right now. And so just like one, maybe two werewolves should be fine. Let's do a nice little turn right here so I can craft a little new spot, and let's go to right here to the road. Alright, now I'm gonna need some new colors for the werewolf. So let's actually do something kind of like this. Since it's not really, actually I should make it detailed. I wasn't gonna make it too detailed, but it's gonna be like the last turn the viewers see of the animation. So I gotta leave a good impression. Alright, so let's just do that. Give it a nice little nose tin here. Let's do teeth. And let's do that. Yeah, I got that right there. I don't think I'm gonna make his eyes glow. But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this. This. I have a feeling if people see the map when it gets finished, people are going to be like, who is this person? Mason is amazing when they see this, if there's new. Yeah, I think so too. After I finish this, there are two animations I want to do. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna go back to like the werewolf one because I already felt like I missed the deadline for that other one. But this one, I am gonna make it into the deadline, and that is awesome. That feels great to me. That I'm gonna actually make it in the deadline. I feel like I made this here way too not good, so let's fix it. Like when it's looking straight ahead, it gives more of a bear vibe rather than a fox. Not rather than a wolf, I should say. Yeah. So, anyways, gonna do this and this. So let's undo that and do that. Now I have some of this here. I'll give you more time for the other one since you are my friend. Thank you, Manny, too. Alright, so got this right here, and let's do this and this. And I just remembered I can't do anything violent, so I'm just gonna have him standing there looking kind of annoyed that he's getting hit by all of those nails. Right, so we got this, this, and this. You know, apparently they're making a remake of Moana. I've been hearing about it for years, but they are finally doing it. And I truly do not care about that remake because I didn't really care about the movie when it was animated. But I hope people can enjoy it. So yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure Moana and this movie is gonna come out dang near the same decade, which is crazy to me. Since you're animated, I may as well animate too. Sounds good, Manny too. You know, I was watching a video from this YouTuber. I forgot his name. I think is Artistic Pursuit or something like that. I don't know, but he's a cool fella. So so he said that, like, when it comes to artists, a lot of them get motivated by being like around like other artists, having a nice community of artists. So yeah, that's cool. Like how us and like all the other artists like to get motivated from each other. I think that's pretty cool. And so let's actually have the foot kick out kind of like this. So let's actually do this. Do that. This. Gonna have it kind of spread its leg out just a tad. So completely It's got like how these look. Either way, this guy looks nice and spooky, so it works perfectly. It should give a little something to it being like a wolf tail. Yeah, that is awesome that we are both animating together. Let me just see how it looks with red fur out of curiosity. It looks like that. Okay. So let's do this. That's good. And let's erase a bit of this. The creature I'm drawing, what I will see is one of his Pokemon's named Novim. Alright, that's cool. Alright, so now let's see how this fella looks with red fur. I don't really have any werewolves with red fur, and I don't really plan on it. But I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, I need to have like a style guide for each creature that I plan on having in the Cryptic Adventures of Chloe and Caleb. Because this is going to be in it. These werewolves. Yeah, that's one thing I almost forgot. We have these extra bits of hair right here. I've seen pots of chili. Chili? I don't know why I thought about chili. You know what? Chili is good with salad. So let's do that. This doesn't look very good, but I think it's passable just fine. Doing my best to learn how to let go of my perfectionism. Should I can properly make art. Alright, so I'm just gonna have, it's only 20 seconds long. I'm just gonna have him sitting there getting pelted with the stuff. Alright. Well, I have to fix this. This arm just looks too ugly. So fix that. This was more like it. But yeah, I need to like draw these guys from the side, from the front, from like everywhere. Since I'm like an inch from being done with this, if I still have the time, I can just go ahead and complete it. Yeah, 10 likes is pretty awesome, especially for me. I usually don't get that many. And so let's see. As per usual, let's just go ahead and add the sign to his eyes. Animations have to look perfect also. You're not the only one. Yeah, I'm trying to like train that out of myself. I always like try to animate perfectly to get my vision exactly how it is, and it usually works for the most part. But sometimes it just doesn't. Like, for example, I actually think I could probably salvage the look of this werewolf if I change the position of his arm, because the way he looks, he can would probably look better with his arm lower. Alright, so let's do something kind of like this and change literally nothing else. Just a lower arm, so it goes kind of like this and like that. Have this kind of go like so. Have this continue to connect like that. But yeah, it is the animator's plight. A lot of animators, especially indies, where like we're doing like 100% of the work. There's no like other ones to come and pick it up for us. Like perfection of the art is really a virtue, because like, and sometimes it's a hindrance, like it is in my case. I try to make it perfect, but then it never comes out. So it is a double-edged sword, really. Like, it's on you to make the best animation that you could be as an indie creator, but it's also on you to make sure it gets out in a timely manner, which is very, very difficult to do, especially for me. Like, goodness gracious, I haven't been able to do so all year. So, yeah, got that. Let's go and get this. And I got this. Excellent. Alright, and it moved, and I think it works a little bit better. Let's actually move this a tad to there. And I think that should do it. Yeah, it's better with it down there. I would have to redraw the entire 10 if this was traditional art. So yeah, I need to try working on traditional art just to see if I can be able to hack it as one. I think it probably also needed this, because like with the rise of AI, I feel like I'm probably going to be expected to do some stuff like not only without AI, but like without the actual technology of it, like this one, to make things easier. So I want to be sure I could back up any creation that I make by actually making it. Like, I actually draw a lot better with a pen and pencil, believe it or not. But yeah, I never really draw as good because I do it with a trackpad. And you should see me when I'm drawing like with a tablet. Like, goodness gracious, it looks horrendous. All right, so let's actually get the nails. So it's gonna have the nails go by kind of like this. Alright, so we're gonna have this. By the way, Maddie, too, if you're still here, can I just add like little red marks? It's not actual like bleeding, but like just little red marks like here to it. Since this is like one for your map, it's just little tinge right here and then they just disappear. Just to like add some impact to it. If that's okay. My tablet and stylus, this I use to animate and draw. That's cool. For me, whenever I use that, it just doesn't work for me. Like, does your one have like the screen on it? My one does not, so I have to like focus on that while I'm drawing. So it's just much more difficult for me. Let's just do this.
My time has come to burn. I invoke the ancient power that I may return. In a void bordering three worlds, I have awoken, and I'll see the barriers between them be broken.
Excuse me. So I do a normal Noveme or shiny Noveme, and a little blood is okay. It's not too much. Alright, that's good to know. And I think you should do a shiny one. It's always nice to add a little bit of shine to the art piece. Like this. I always like to add a little bit of shine to the eyes in my ones. You know, the werewolves in my universe, they don't really have shine in their eyes because their eyes glow. Oh wow, my belly is, man, you can drop gas. Okay. Let's have more of these nails falling down. I'm not gonna animate like each one. Just gonna have it go kind of like this. Can you imagine like some sicko just like skydiving and just dumping a bunch of nails on people? Like, goodness gracious. But yeah, that should be good. That should result in just about the amount that I want. Excuse me. Excuse me. Right, let's just see how that looks. Alright, I don't think this one should be that. Alright, so oh, let me see. I think I missed something. Alright, so let's see. My shiny is different colors than the normal Pokemon. I think you should still do the shiny, but do whatever you feel like doing. Alright, since the werewolf isn't moving, alright, let's actually try it in here. And so on 99 it hurts. So let's do that and just change it the one ever so slightly to this. So just gonna lower his head slightly so it's simulating a little bit of discomfort. Go shiny, because why not? So shiny Pokemon are more rare. Yeah, that they are. That is. What is. Let's see. Just changing the telly. Right, so that's good like that. Since it's every tree, let's cut that and do that. So every tree, it should go kind of like that, and basically add a little bit more juice. That's a game development term to this. I'm actually trying to be a game dev as well. I feel like it would be a little bit more like loose at the tail. So let's actually have the tail move a little bit. I'll just redraw the whole tail again. I feel like it's probably a bit too much. So that's good. Let's go ahead up to the highest points. Make this reference photo nice and invisible. Let's break the internet's gonna come on. That's pretty good.
I'm so bored. These games are
Wreck-It Ralph is awesome,
chores.
but I also enjoy Wreck-It
Wreck-It
Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet. It should have been called Ralph Wrecks the Internet, but I get the meme
I'll have 3 as my
in reference to Kim
playground.
Kardashian breaking the internet. I don't know if folks use that term too much these days, but yeah, that was basically where it originated. Yeah, basically got the whole animation done, and I'll probably post it tomorrow. Alright, so Alright, so that's good there. That's good like that. Alright, that's good too. Alright, just gotta get rid of this. Oh, and I almost forgot. I can't get rid of it totally because I need to animate Chloe. I need to add Chloe to it. So I'm doing this live. I may as well like animate the head since I'm here. Would have just left it as is, but I'm here, so why not? I think I'll probably just